Don't believe that Jesus is God, though.
I don't believe he's God, no. Because, for example, does God know everything?
Yes.
But did Jesus know the hour?
You know the hour of...
His return?
Well, I'm assuming he does.
Oh,
no, he doesn't.
Let me give you the Bible. Let me show it to you.
No.
Okay. So if Jesus didn't know the hour, and you just said God knows everything, then how could he be God?
Well...
Oh, hey, another Muslim apologist is using Mark 13:32 without actually knowing what he's talking about. What a shock. So first, let's talk about Mark 13:32, which says, "But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father." Muslims and other people try to use this verse as proof that Jesus was not God. But this is the problem with using a single verse without any context whatsoever. You don't even realize that the answer to your question is literally right there next to that cherry-picked verse. Now, is it because they don't want to know? No, quite the contrary. I would argue that most people who attempt to deny Jesus as the Messiah 100% know that they're being disingenuous. The problem is that they want you to believe their nonsense, and they're hoping that you don't open your Bible and find the truth for yourself. So let's talk about the flawed foundation of this argument. When Jesus took on human form, he voluntarily emptied himself of many divine attributes. Now, does this mean that he didn't have them? No. As a human being, Jesus partook of many human traits that obviously did not show his divinity. For example, as a human being, he had to eat, drink, and incur every other literal limitation of our human bodies. But in the book of Philippians chapter 2 verse 7, Paul literally describes why Jesus could not and would not answer the questions that only the Father could. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. So does this mean that Jesus was not God incarnate? No. It means the literal opposite, that what the world wants to see as supposed evidence that Jesus was not God was a voluntary measure intentionally taken on by the King so that he could show us, even in his human form, his glory is and was so profound that he was still able to live perfectly and gracefully even after having purposely veiled his own divinity. I hope this helps anyone who's been struggling with this subject themselves. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for stopping by here on the Cross Unit, man. I've been your host, Brother Maverick. As always, be safe, be good, be blessed. I'll see you when I see you, and please remember, guys, that tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Have a good one, guys.